Hello friends, welcome to the second lecture of Laplace transformation. Today we are going to study first shifting theorem. Now if we are given a function f of t and we know that the Laplace transformation of that function is given by f of s. Now if a function is multiplied by e to the power at, so the Laplace transformation of that function will be equals to f of s minus a. And the Laplace inverse of f of s minus a will be e to the power at f of t. Now suppose you are given a function cos alpha t. Now we know that the Laplace transformation for cos alpha t is s over s square plus alpha square. So the Laplace transformation of e to the power at cos alpha t will be s minus a divided by s minus a power 2 plus alpha square. Similarly, for sin alpha t, the transformation is alpha over s square plus alpha square. So for e to the power at sin alpha t, the transformation will be alpha over s minus a square plus alpha square. Now let us take two examples. You need to find the Laplace transformation for the first function and the second function. First function is e to the power minus 2t cos 2t. The second function is sin hyperbolic t cos t. Please find the Laplace transformation of both the functions. So the Laplace transformation for the first function will be Laplace of, we know that the Laplace of cos 2t is equals to s over s square plus 4. Now here we have e to the power minus 2t. So for e to the power at f of t, it becomes f of s minus a. Here our a is minus 2. As here s will becomes s plus 2. So Laplace of e to the power minus 2t cos 2t will become s plus 2 over s plus 2 whole square plus 4. Now let us take our second function, which is sin hyperbolic t cos t. So Laplace of cos t is s over s square plus 1. Now we know that sin hyperbolic t is equals to e to the power t minus e to the power minus t by 2. Correct? So cos t will get multiplied by this function, which will be equals to e to the power t cos t by 2 minus e to the power minus t cos t by 2. Now let us take our second function, which is sin hyperbolic t cos t. We know that Laplace of cos t is equals to s over s square plus 1, and sin hyperbolic t we can write it as e to the power t minus e to the power minus t by 2. Hence our function becomes e to the power t cos t by 2 minus e to the power minus t cos t by 2. Hence here our a is 1. For this a is 1, for this a is minus 1. So the value of transformation will be, here a is 1, hence it will be s minus 1, s minus 1 over s minus 1 square plus 1 minus, here our a is minus 1, so the value will become s plus 1 over s plus 1 whole square plus 1 whole divided by half. So the Laplace transformation will be 1 by half s minus 1 over s minus 1 square plus 1 minus s plus 1 over s plus 1 square plus 1. Hope you all got both the result. Now we have find the transformation of the functions. Now these are the functions. We need to find the inverse transformation of these functions. We know that f of Laplace inverse of f of s minus a is equals to e to the power a t f of t. So please find the Laplace inverse of these functions. Now we know that Laplace inverse of s over s square plus 4 is equals to cos 2t. So here our a is equals to minus 3. Hence the Laplace inverse will be e to the power minus 3t cos 2t. Now let us find the second function. The second function is given as 1 over s square minus 4s plus 13. We can write it as 1 over s square minus 4s plus 4 plus 9. So this will become as 1 over s minus 2 whole square plus 3 square. So now we know that the Laplace inverse of 1 over s square plus a square is equals to sine at. Here our a is 3, hence Laplace inverse of 1 over s square plus 3 square is equals to sine 3t. Here, now using the first shifting theorem, we know that here our a is 2, hence the Laplace inverse of 1 over s minus 2 square plus 3 square becomes e to the power 2t sine 3t. Now let us find the Laplace inverse of this function. Now we will write it as s over s minus 2 whole square plus 3 square. Now we have minus 2 here, so what we will do is subtract 2 from above and add 2 to the equation. So our equation becomes s minus 2 over s minus 2 whole square plus 3 square plus 2 over s minus 2 whole square plus 3 square. Correct? Now we know that the Laplace inverse of s over s square plus 3 square is cos 3t, and the Laplace inverse of 3 over s square plus 3 square is sine 3t. So what we are going to do is multiply and divide by 3. Hence our first function becomes the cosine function and the second function becomes the sine function. So for the first function, the transformation will be e to the power 2t cos 3t. And for the second function, it will be s minus 2 minus, so from first shifting theorem, e to the power 2t multiplied by, here 3 will become a part of this function, so this function will become sine 3t multiplied by 2 by 3. Hence our answer is e to the power 2t cos 3t plus 2 over 3 sine 3t. This is the answer of the third equation. Now we have seen first shifting theorem. Now let us take another function f of t equals to t to the power n, where n is an integer which is greater than or equal to 0. Now here we need to find the Laplace transformation of t to the power n, which will be, by definition, it is e to the 0 to infinity e to the power minus st e to the power n times dt. So now we will be using integration by parts here. This is the first function, this is the second function. So it will become e to the power minus st divided by minus s t to the power n, going from 0 to infinity, minus the differentiation of this function will be n times t to the power n minus 1. So n will come outside, n over minus s integrating 0 to infinity e to the power minus st t to the power n minus 1 times dt. Now for t equals to infinity, e to the power minus st will become 0, and for t equals to 0, t to the power n will become 0. Hence this term goes to 0. So the only term left with us is n over s integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st t to the power n minus 1 dt. Now this is nothing but Laplace of t to the power n minus 1. So you see what is going on here. Now if we do the integration by parts again, we will get n into n minus 1 divided by s into s integrating from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st t to the power n minus 2 times dt. Now we move on till the power of t becomes 0. So it will be n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 till 1 divided by s into n times integrating from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st t to the power 0 dt. Now t to the power 0 is 1, so our equation becomes n factorial over s to the power n multiplied by 0 to infinity e to the power minus st dt. Now the integration of this function is 1 over s. This is the value of this becomes n factorial over s to the power n plus 1. So Laplace transformation of t to the power n is n factorial over s to the power n plus 1. Now the thing to remember here is n has to be an integer and it has to be greater than or equal to 0. Now what happens if n is some positive number? If n is some positive number, Laplace of t to the power n is gamma n plus 1 over s to the power n plus 1. If n is an integer, gamma of n plus 1 becomes n factorial. These two are important formulas. Please remember this and the inverse transformation. So Laplace inverse of 1 over s plus 1 will be t to the power n by n factorial. Now in this lecture we have seen two important formulas. First is the first shifting theorem, that is e to the power at f of t will give us f of s minus n, and Laplace of t to the power n gives us gamma n plus 1 by s to the power n plus 1. If n is an integer, it will be n factorial by s to the power n plus 1. So here are some questions. You need to find the Laplace transformation for this side and Laplace inverse transformation for this side. So the answer for first one will be, here n is 5 by 2, hence it will be gamma 7 by 2 by s to the power 7 by 2. Or second, it is t to the power 3, so it will be, transformation will be 3 factorial by s to the power 4. For our third, here it is t square e to the power minus 2t. Here our a is minus 2, hence whatever will be the transformation of t square, we will make it as s plus 2. For t square, the transformation will be 2 factorial by s to the power 3. So it will become s plus 2 whole to the power 3. Now for the inverse part, that is the inverse Laplace transformation, 1 over s to the power 3. So the inverse transformation will become t to the power 2 divided by 2 factorial. For our second function, it is 1 plus 1 divided by s plus 2 to the power 3. So to get 2 outside, we will write it as e to the power minus 2t. Now there is just 1 over s to the power 3, which is same as into t square by 2 factorial. Now for our third function, it is 1 over s to the power 3 and half. So we can write 3 by 2 as 1 plus half. So s to the power 3 by 2, it will become t to the power half divided by gamma 3 by 2. So that is all in this lecture. If you have liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. In the next lecture, we will study unit step function and second shifting theorem. Till then, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you all for watching.